So, ito yun. Come Through by Jeremy Zucker. Ayan, pakinggan niyo siya mamaya. Pag-uwi niyo, okay? Kung kasama niyo siya. Okay. The last item on your slam book is, I'm afraid of, and you said the deep sea. Was there a traumatic experience or something? Why are you afraid of the deep sea?
아니 이번에 질문을 받고 내가 뭘 무서운지 되게 생각을 많이 해봤는데 시내가 무섭더라고. 근데 사실 그렇게 별로 무서운 게 없거든요. 굳이 적어야 돼서 적었어요.
So this isn't, again, he was given the slam book and the first thing that came to mind for him was the deep sea. Wala naman siyang traumatic experience or anything. Pero he had to answer the question and yun, parang yun yung naisip niya na sagot. So the deep sea, okay? Let's all remember that. Sana walang traumatic na nangyari sa kanya. Huwag yun. Okay. Okay, from the slam book, we also prepared a mind map for you guys. So this is for those of you who are curious about what's on Park Seo-joon's mind. Curious ba kayo? Tingnan natin. Here is the unique mind map of Park Seo-joon. Ano ba ang laman ng utak niya these days? So, ayan na. Penmanship na yata ito eh. Did you write this yourself?
No.
Okay, ito pala ang penmanship niya. Alright, so in his brain, we have items like life, which you can read, family, friends, travel, Itaewon class, health, and Filipino fans. So let's go through them one by one. Let's start with maybe travel. You're in Manila right now. Tell us about what about travel is on your mind.
여행을 하면 어떤 직업적인 생각보다는 저를 환기할 수 있는 시간들이 많이 생겨서 그래서 여행을 굉장히 좋아하고 이번 필리핀도 되게 여행 같은 느낌이 들어서 저는 지금 너무 행복합니다.
So when I wrote down travel, I really meant leisurely travel because traveling is a way of de-stressing for me. I get very rejuvenated when I'm traveling. But this trip to Manila, which is technically a work trip, feels like a leisurely trip. So I'm enjoying myself very much and I'm having a really good time and I'm very, very happy. Happy ba kayo sa Manila? Okay. Next, let's go to family. Tell us about your family. What are you thinking about?
저는 원래는 삶의 동기이자 삶의 버티면서 가족을 위해서 살아왔던 시간들도 굉장히 많기 때문에 앞으로도 굉장히 중요하고 저한테 없어서는 안 될 존재이기 때문에 늘 생각하고 있기 때문에 좋을 것 같아요.
So I wrote down family because they're always on my mind. They're my reason for living. They're my support system. I have lived for my family for a very long time. And so these are people that I cannot do without in my life, which is why I wrote them there. And they'll never leave my mind. I'm very loving sa family. We touched on this earlier. I mean, friends are like family too. So let's move on to friends. What about your friends are you thinking about?
가족이랑 또 많이 다른 것 같아요. 가족은 가족끼리 할 수 있는 얘기가 있는데 친구들은 이제 함께 활동을 하면서 공유할 수 있는 것들이 굉장히 많고 또 서로 좋아하는 것들을 공유하면서 굉장히 서로 격려해 줄 때도 있고 응원해 줄 때도 있고 그리고 고민을 나누면서 좀 고민을 덜어낼 때도 있고 그래서 정말 자주 만나는데 그런 시간들이 너무 행복한 것 같더라고요. 그래서 친구라고 좋았어요.
네네. So friends and family are related, but they're also very different because the things that I can talk to about my friends are very different things, and usually these are people that I work with, and so we can relate to each other's experiences, we can share about the difficulties that we're going through, and by talking to them about it, it really relieves the stress that I feel, whatever he's going through. So again, friends are very, very important people in his life. He's constantly thinking about them, and so of course they deserve a space in his mind. How are you health-wise?
조금 솔직히 말씀드리면 제가 88년생인데 몇 년 전이랑은 좀 많이 다른 것 같아요. 그래서 그런 건강 보조들도 많이 챙겨 먹고 있고요. 촬영 자체가 굉장히 감정 노동일 때가 많거든요. 되게 몸이 힘들 때가 많아서 건강해야만이 또 작품 활동을 할 수 있기 때문에 굉장히 신경을 많이 쓰려고 하고 있습니다.
네. So he was born in 1988. Pero mukha naman born in 1998 ko Born in 88. Pero parang he's feeling na daw the effect of aging ng konti. Kasi nowadays, medyo masyaga na siyang uminom ng mga supplement, ganyan, para healthy. And because acting is such an emotionally taxing craft, he makes sure that he keeps himself healthy so that he can also do his best when he's working. Oy, isa ng sarang hibang soju para feeling healthy siya. 1, 2, 3, go! Itaewon class. What's Itaewon class?
지금 새롭게 촬영하고 있는 드라마고요. 여기 오기 전날도 촬영을 하다가 왔어요. 그리고 돌아가면 또 바로 촬영을 해야 되고요. 그래서 저한테 지금 가장 앞에 있는 새로운 프로젝트라서 제일 많이 지금 신경을 쓰고 있습니다.
네. Familiar na ba kayo sa Itaewon class? Siyempre. Okay, so this is the project that he's working on right now. He was actually filming prior to flying to Manila, and he will be going straight back to filming when he arrives in Seoul. So this is the project that he's most preoccupied with right now. Again, it's called Itaewon Class. Sino manonood nito? Promise ha? Okay. Last but definitely not the least, Filipino fans! What are your thoughts right now on your Filipino fans?
여기 오기 전까지 이렇게 많은 분들을 만나게 될 줄은 상상도 못했어요. 정말 상상도 못했고 그래서 여기 오게 된 이 날을 그래도 한 분이라도 저의 팬분이 계신다면은 되게 행복할 것 같다라고 생각했는데 이렇게 많은 분들이 계셔서 너무너무 깜짝 놀랐고 이런 응원이 저한테는 엄청나게 힘이 되는 것 같고 더 열심히 해야 되겠다라는 생각도 들고 여기 계신 분들이 이렇게 많다라는 걸 또 알았기 때문에 돌아가서 정말 열심히 해야 될 것 같다는 생각이 들어요.
So he says, I wasn't sure how many fans I had here in the Philippines. And I thought, even if I had a single Filipino fan, I would be excited to go and meet the stan of mine. And he's so shocked that so many of you showed up tonight. Shocked that so many of you guys showed up tonight. So now that I know that there are so many of you in the Philippines, I want to go back home and more and more projects so that you will have more opportunities to come back and see you guys. So everybody, that was Park Seo-joon's mind map. Let's give him a round of applause. But I also want to ask you about some things that I'm sure your fans as Filipinos are very curious about. Like, what do you think about Manila? This is your first time here, right?
일단 너무 처음부터 환영받아서 너무너무 좋았고요. 너무너무 감사드리고 오히려 조금 아쉬운 게 있다면 좀 더 시간을 많이 갖고 이것저것 좀 돌아다니는 걸 되게 좋아하거든요. 이 나라의 역사라든지 이런 것들을 보는 걸 되게 좋아하는데 그런 시간이 많이 안 나와서 너무 아쉽고 하지만 오늘로써 정말 너무나 저한테는 큰 기억과 선물이 될 것 같아서 저는 지금 이 시간을 즐기고 싶습니다.
The welcome was so warm. The minute I stepped on Manila soil, the warm welcome was really, really surprising to me. I usually like to go around, when I'm traveling, check out the sites and all that. But the schedule is very tight on this trip, so I won't be able to do that on this trip. I'm usually very interested in finding out about a place's history, just having different experiences in the place that he's traveling to. So he feels a little bad that he won't be able to do that, but he has an excuse now to come back and get to do all of these. Instead of feeling bad, I just want to relish this moment. I'm here right now and I'm spending this time with you. And I just want to make happy memories for everybody so that this will be memorable for all of us. Welcome! Have you tried Filipino food?
Sisig? 너무 맛있었어요. 제가 요즘에 이제 촬영 때문에 술은 좀 자제하고 있는데 맥주랑 같이 먹으면 너무 좋을 것 같거든요. 너무 맛있게 먹었어요.
So he says, I'm working right now, I'm filming, so when I'm usually working on a project, I try not to drink so much. So medyo he's abstaining from the alcohol, but I had to have sisig with some beer. I had beer, and it was a fantastic combination. Did you have local beer, Filipino beer?
많이 먹지만
He drank quite a bit. Okay, let's just leave it at that. He enjoyed the beer also. All right. Well, I hope you get to, eat more Filipino food, drink a little bit more, have a good time in your remaining time here in Manila. Right now, though, moving on from that, we're taking advantage of our bench fun meet by really getting to know our favorite Korean idol by giving 10 lucky fans a chance to ask one question each. So we're going to divide this. We're going to start with 3 of your fans. They get to come up here a little closer to the stage. What's your name?
I'm Ruby.
Ruby. Hi, Ruby.
Oppa.
What's your question, Ruby?
Before I ask my question, I want to thank Mr. Ben Chan for coming here, for building this empire and bringing Pak Seo-joon here in Manila.
Correct. Let's give him a round of applause. Because of Mr. Ben Chan. Thank you for Mr. Ben Chan. Okay, your question.
Oppa. When you were a child, what did you dream to be and why?
Alright.
저는 야구 선수가 꿈이었고요. 야구 선수, 베이스볼 플레이어. 근데 저희 야구 너무 좋아해서 하고 싶었는데 저희 부모님이 동생만 시켰어요. 그래서 결국에는 연기자가 된 것 같아요.
So, ang dream niya when he was a kid was to be a baseball player. He loved baseball, but for some reason, his parents only allowed his younger brother to play baseball. But because of that, he's a superstar now. That's not so bad. Thank you so much, Ruby.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's your name? What's your name?
Shane.
Jane. Shane. 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 Shane.
Oh my God. 안녕하세요. 사랑해 박서준. Okay, my question is, do you believe in destiny?
I think that's what you're gonna
Because we're destined to meet each other.
저는 운명도 믿고 인연도 믿고
Yes, I believe in destiny. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe in destiny. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Pao.
Bao.
So this is my question for you. How do you manage your time when it comes to your dog Simba?
맨날 같이 자요. 항상 저 시간 있을 때마다 같이 산책도 나가고 맛있는 것도 주고 오래 살았으면 하는 마음이고 오래 함께 있으면 좋겠어요.
He sleeps with me all the time. I take him on walks. I feed him delicious treats. I hope that he will be around for a long time because obviously I enjoy our time together. Thank you so much. Again, so we have 7 more of those fan questions lined up. But before we get to that, how about we play a fun game with Pak Seo-jun? Okay. I'm sure you're very, very familiar with this game. This is called Pinoy Henyo, or Filipino Genius. We're gonna flash a word on screen, but you can't look at the word. Okay, so everyone's gonna know what the word is. You're the only person who's not gonna know. The audience will help you guess the word by answering yes or no to the questions that you will ask about the word. So your question can be like, is it a thing? Is it food? Is it a person? Ano pa ba?
Place.
Ang dami nyo, wala akong nagbibihan. But you get the drift, right? Okay, so to your question, our audience will answer yes or no. All the questions will be answerable by yes or no. There is a time limit. We will give you 1.5 minutes for you to guess each word. So we're gonna, again, section the audience. We're gonna go left, right, and center, okay, 3 words. We're gonna go by section. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Pronunciation niya. Okay. We're gonna go first with the left side. Okay. We're gonna flash the word. We're gonna flash the word right now. Don't look back, please. Don't look back. Let's see nga. Ayan. So you're gonna start asking questions when the timer starts. Again, 1 minute and 30 seconds. Are you ready with your yes or no? Okay, galingan nyo ha. Let us start the timer on 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
사람인가요?
Tao ba siya?
저랑 관련이 있나요?
Is it related to me?
신발?
55 seconds. Anything. Yes or no?
No, no, no!
Mag-answer lang gano'n siya. 27 seconds.
제가 출연한 작품인가요?
Is it a show that I will watch?
금소월인가?
No? Time is up. We were so close. The correct answer was... So later on, we're going to talk a little bit about the projects that he's done. So we'll get a little deeper into that. But right now, you get the hang of the game. So let's move on to the right section of the Isang sana na Pak Seo-jun! A minute, 30 seconds on the clock. On 3, 1, 2, 3, go!
사람입니다.
Is it a person?
동물이에요?
Is it an animal?
강아지예요?
Is it a dog? Not bad. Okay, for the win, Park Seo-joon, for the win, we're gonna take things now to the center of the arena. 사랑해, Park Seo-joon, on the three. Okay, let's look at the word. Okay, let's look at your word. Gusto niyo ba to?
Yes!
Again, a minute 30 seconds. Are you ready with your yes or no? Let's start the clock on 3. 1, 2, 3, go! Minute. Is it related to me?
못 들었어, 못 들었어.
Okay, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
사람이에요?
Is it a person?
음식이에요?
Is it food? 30 seconds.
필리핀 음식?
Is it Filipino food? No.
Korean?
Korean food. 20 seconds.
Samgyeopsal!
Bibimbap. 10 seconds. Ayan na, nagsasabi siya.
What?
We got so close. What was the correct answer?
Samgyeopsal!
삼겹살이었습니다. Do you like 삼겹살?
I like it.
I love how you guys are so game to do that. Great job, everybody. Thank you so much for playing along. Again, and as promised, now we're gonna talk about his projects, his former TV shows and the work that he's done. So we're gonna go a little deeper into that because Park Seo-joon has played so many outstanding and exciting roles. That's why he has been receiving awards for his acting from 2013 when he won several Best New Actor awards for Pots of Gold. And until now, talagang diba, multi-award. Congratulations. So here's our chance to get to know him better as an actor by asking him questions about his different shows and the roles that he played. Starting with, because we love how you balance charm, humor, may konting wit, diba? Lahat na. We see all of this in you as an actor. So, but we want to know, how did you get into acting in the first place?
아까 말씀드렸듯이 그 부모님이 저희 동생만 야구 선수를 시키셔가지고 꿈이 없었는데 중학생 때 코스프레 해가지고 퍼포먼스 한 적이 있었어요. 그런 무대에서. 네, 그때 너무 막 되게 새로운 이상한 기분이 들었어요. 그리고 나서 연기를 해야겠다라는 생각을 하고 그때부터 지금까지 계속 하고 있는 것 같아요.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, I really wanted to be a baseball player when I was younger, but my parents did not allow me to pursue that path. And so it was around middle school. I really didn't have any ambition. I did not know what I wanted to be. But then I got involved with these cosplay people, and I got an opportunity to get on the stage with them. And that was my first experience of being on stage. And I had like this weird feeling that made me actually think, oh, maybe acting is something that I can pursue. So that's what led him to this path. And he's still at it right now. And we love that he's still at it right now, right? Thank goodness for your cosplay friends. Who are the actors that you admire?
너무 많죠. 너무 많고. 저는 이제 그들의 영화를 정말 많이 보고 자라왔기 때문에 지금도 되게 좋아하고 있어요.
I admire a lot of actors, but I am a big fan of Brad Pitt. I'm a big fan of Leonardo DiCaprio. And I've watched a lot of their movies. I grew up watching their films, so I'm a big fan of their work. Alright. What are your favorite films? Yeah, since we're talking about it, which movies are your favorite?
물론 모든 장르의 영화를 좋아하지만 최근에는 좀 옛날에 봤던 멜로 영화를 같이 보고 있는 것 같아요. 노트북, About Time 그런 거 많이 다시 보고 있고요. 하나를 뽑을 수는 없을 것 같은데.
I am a big fan of movies. I've watched many films. Right now, though, I am into romance films. I'm kind of going back. Can you imagine yung kayo yung kakambal niya sa romance? I'm going back to a lot of classic romantic movies, like I just saw The Notebook again. Sino nakanood? I also just saw About Time, which I really enjoyed. It's really hard for me to pinpoint a particular favorite film because I'm such a big fan of movies. But that's what he's into right now, the romantic genre.
Romantic pala siya. Okay.
You played so many roles. What roles do you like to play personally?
그러면 제가 한번 물어보고 싶네요. 제가 했던 것 중에 뭘 가장 좋아하시는지 물어보고 싶어요.
Oh, in that case, I want to ask you guys, what was your favorite role of mine?
손 한번 들어.
Okay, let's do a raise of hands. You'll mention the role. Kung yan yung favorite niya, you raise your hand. Okay.
이영주?
Ano yun? Hindi ko marin.
고동만?
May nanalo na.
알았어.
Eyo! Eyo! Eyo!
시상식이 끝나고 더 이상 할 일이 없을 줄 알았어요. 네.
I thought after the awarding of that season, I wouldn't have any work anymore.
완전 짧게. 그러면 완전 짧게.
So super short lang ha.
어디 간 거지?
Yeah. Let's look at that camera, the center camera. How to move on from that? Ayan na, pinagbigyan na kayo. Pakalanan siya! Thank you so much for indulging your fans. Alright, let's move on. Alright, you're famous for your action-oriented roles. These show your grit and knowledge of martial arts. Testing natin yung knowledge ng mga fans, ha? What is the show where Park Seo-joon played a Taekwondo black belter who becomes an MMA fighter? Fight for my way. Okay.
Yes.
What about he's a student in a police academy with the nickname Mr. Action? Midnight Runner, correct. He was part of an elite group of warriors. Okay. And you were a fearless and mighty climber in this movie. Divine Fury. Okay, very good. You were a martial arts fighter, so let's talk about the physicality in your roles. How did you prepare physically for these roles?
하루에 운동을 한 8시간 정도 했거든요. 한 2달, 3달 정도? 드라마 촬영하기 전에. 그래서 아침에 웨이트 트레이닝하고 그다음에 또 그 MMA 루틴 가서 또 한 2시간 하고 다시 또 웨이트하고 밥 먹고 또 웨이트하고 그렇게 한 3달 정도?
Whoa. Okay, so to prepare for his physical roles, he exercised 8 hours a day for about 3 months before filming started. So his schedule will look something like he will go to the gym, he'll exercise, and then he will go to an MMA studio where he will train there, and then he will go and have a meal, and then he will go back to the gym, mag-weight training siya doon. So, pabalik-balik siya doon sa gym ng 8 hours sa isang araw for 3 months to prepare for a role. That is amazing. A big round of applause, please. Wow. Do you have a favorite sport?
운동이? 요즘에는 축구,
Soccer. Okay, that's your favorite sport. That's the one that he enjoys right now. You know, you were so convincing when you were playing the character that does martial arts. Are you really into martial arts?
보는 건 굉장히 좋아하지만 제가 그렇게 하게 될지는 상상도 못했고요. 하면서 조금 더 이해를 하게 됐던 것 같아요.
I enjoy watching martial arts. I enjoy watching it more than actually doing it. But in training for the role, I was able to learn more about martial arts. So it enhances my enjoyment of watching it when I do. Okay, yes. The physical aspect of this is amazing. But let's go to other amazing aspects about you. We're talking about your charm and appeal. Your fans think you're number one. Number one ba siya when it comes to charm and appeal? It's just like how they loved you in What's Wrong with Secretary. What was it like to portray a character that people fell in love with in a novel first, and then later in a webtoon or online comic, and then you had to portray this person? What was that like?
그때는 정말 원작이 있긴 했지만 조금 더 제 자신을 제어하지 않고 더 그냥 신나게 했던 것 같아요. 그래서 제가 즐거워야 시청자도 즐겁다라고 생각하기 때문에 되게 즐겁게 촬영했습니다.
네. I actually had a lot of fun portraying this character because I figured the audience will have fun if I have fun playing this person. And so I did not stop myself. Talagang I really let go and gave myself permission to have a blast with this character. So I had a really good time shooting this show. Halata naman doon sa portrayal niya, di ba? But you know, your character here is both arrogant but also so charming. How similar is this role as the one you had in She Was Pretty?
저는 되게 많이 달랐다고 생각하고 있고요. 비슷한 게 있다면 그냥 똑같은 사람이 연기하는 거. 그리고는 네, 많이 달랐다고 생각하고 있어요.
I actually think they're very different characters. I think the only thing they have in common is that they have the same actor portraying the role, which would be, of course, himself. I personally think they're very different characters. Agree ba kayo dyan? Yes. Okay. Let's move on to your sense of humor and perfect timing. This is really what endears you to your fans. And you displayed that in shows like Midnight Runner, Kill Me, Heal Me, and Fight for My Way. And yeah, I mean, you know, I've seen you and you're very, very funny, but we want to know, what makes you laugh? Because you make everyone laugh, but what makes you laugh?
저도 잘 모르겠어요.
I'm also not sure. I don't know, I'm not sure. Okay, but are you the Joker in your family or among your friends? You know, because you're such a funny guy, but would you say you're the Joker?
제가 제일 재미없다고 그러더라고요.
Really? I'm the least funny one. Sabi daw. Totoo ba? I don't understand why people think I'm funny. Really? Who thinks? I'm sorry.
평소에 더 냉정한 것 같아요.
I think, you know, they're very cold about that. You know, they don't compliment me on my sense of humor. So, yeah, and I don't understand why I'm funny. Who disagrees? Who thinks he's funny? Everybody thinks you're funny. But okay, let's give him a round of applause. He's been so game with the questions that are never ending. In fact, with that, we're gonna move on to our next set. Let's give our lucky fans who to ask Park Seo-joon their questions themselves. Okay, so first up, hi, hello.